Okay, welcome guys back to the channel. This is your host Maverick, and right now we're going to be continuing our watch of the series Gatsu no Lion. So, last episode where we left off, Rei was about to teach Hinata how to play shogi, right? Though now he has the help of Nikaido, his dear friend and dear rival. I'm presuming, like with all things, that this has a deeper meaning to it. Perhaps, just my guess right now, because I do believe that they're going to continuing to teach Hinata in this episode. Perhaps it's going to remind Rei of when he first started out, maybe give him some inspiration, either to his own problems or in regards to his slump, right? Maybe, firing up, pumping him up to approach the game in another way. I'm guessing it's something like that. Or it could be something where, I don't know, maybe just to bring Hinata and eventually the three sisters a little bit closer to Rei's world, so, they can understand each better. I don't know. So anyways, let's just get into the episode and see what is going on. Alright, so the beginning was the opening. I skipped that, and it appears that we are going to be continuing to learn how to play shogi. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, play. They're all fired up. Rei's like, why do I have to be here? It's the lyrics to the song. Contrary to the rook, he can't move back, he can only move forward. The equivalent of knights in chess. Oh, this is shogi specific. The true rook. I like how they just directly translated into bishop. I mean, it makes sense. Wow. Promotion! Look at Ray getting all jealous here. Nikaido drew it. I mean, he could totally sell this as like a beginner's course or shogi for kids. Well, she's got the riches. Wait, that's the end of learning strike? Aww. Ray's like, I didn't do anything. Shut up. Just accept it, Ray. Stop being a tsundere, Ray. Did he renovate his apartment? Yep. Ah, just accept it, Ray. Wait, again? Right here? Seriously? We're watching this right now? We are. Alright. The lance goes straight forward. But he can't go back. His weakness is in the back. Alright, one more. The rook. Since there's no queen in shogi, I guess the rook would be the strongest. Most versatile, let's say. Alright. Nice little interlude there. Oh. I guess back to the serious part. Just accept it. Put it out. Hey, the senpais. Yep. Just accept it. Everybody loves Nikaido.
後で聞いたんだけど、撮影の後二階堂貧血を起こして座り込んじまったらしいぜ。二階堂がエネルギー使ったんだろうな、相当。一生懸命だ。なのにな。もうなんかお前のハートに今一つ届いてない感じがほんと悔しいんだよな。二階堂は6勝したぞ。ものすげえ集中してる。多分今季は昇級する。多分今頭の中は C1 でお前と戦うことでいっぱいだ。頼むよ桐山、二階堂をがっかりさせないでくれ。3勝3敗。ここで踏みとどまらないとずるずると滑り落ちて高級点がつく。一度ついた高級点は来季以降勝ち越さないと消すことはできない。2つたまると下のクラスへ落ちてしまう。マイナスを塗り返すための戦いは前に進むための戦いより消耗が激しい。
Oh, is that someone of note?
父の B1 からの高級がかかった長年の一進一退をずっと同じ屋根の下で見つめていて、体中に染み込むほど感じた。自分を大切に、自分の将棋を大切にしてくれ、頼む。二階堂のあのエネルギー
Straight from the heart.
体だって決して丈夫じゃないのに、自分を疑ったりしないのだろうか。前へ前へと進もうと粘るあの熱。
Ask him.
そばにいると胸が苦しくなるんだ。
Just ask him, dude.
自分が嫌になりそうで。
That's true, though. A depressive person being around, someone who's really living life to their fullest will cause them to become even more depressed.
冷蔵庫に絵本のコピー貼って覚えようとしてるくらいよ。それを見ておじいちゃんは、いいよな、プロに2人がかりで教えてもらえる。
True.
いないぜ。しかしたらすっげえ強くなっちまうかもよ。俺は負けられねえ。つうか俺が教えてほしいよ。まったく世の中どうなってんの。だって孫と将棋ができるの楽しみにしてるみたい。そうやって考えると将棋って不思議ね。何百年も昔からあって、盤と駒さえあれば今でも普通に家で楽しめて、しかも一回覚えてしまえば大人も子供も全然関係なくみんな真剣に楽しめるなんてね。それも一生不思議なゲームね。
あかりさんのその言葉でよぎったのは父の面影だった。小さく前後に体をゆすりながら左手を頬に当てて腕を組む。夢中になると自然に現れる父の癖。その姿を見るのが好きだった。うんと勉強して頭がキリキリとなるくらい頑張らないと見れなかったけど、その仕草が見たくて必死に頑張った。優しくて周りに気ばかり使っていつも笑ってた父の何も取り繕ってない本当の顔。父さんが今の僕を見たら何と言うだろう。
You would say, take care of yourself.
そうだ。なんで忘れてたんだろう。僕は今父さんが焦がれた騎士の世界に立っているんじゃないか。なんで忘れていられたんだろう。こんな大事なことを。
They're showing him going back to his apartment? Ah, yep. Kyoko? Yep. I thought she would appear much later. Distant Thunder Part 1.
どうしてここに？
Alright, she's run away from home. No, I thought she was literally taking a bath.
何？
What is...
10年も。顔つき合わせて。知らなかった。ねえ、寒いわ、この家。どうにかなんない？
She's gonna sleep here, isn't she?
生意気。何立派な羽布団じゃない。わあ、引っ越し祝いでもらった。
Doesn't smell like you yet. Hmm.
こいなが。これで本当に深い？高く見える？アームが低いから？
I gotta say, I like her voice though.
こんなところに住んでたの？どうせあんたに甘いもんね。
And what about you, Kyoko?
なんかシャツ貸してよ。暑くなっちゃった。
Yep, she's sleeping here tonight.
喧嘩したの？ちゃんと。してない。私帰って。
Yep, run away from home. Could see that coming from a mile away.
よかった。気づいてた？
What? So her boyfriend hit him? This girl. So is that the same with Rei as well? Kyoko with Rei? She certainly. It's gonna be like, you're going to trample all over him, or something like that. What a handful. Alrighty. Well, see you guys after this. Alrighty, that was a hurricane of an introduction. I definitely did not think that Kyoko would come out this early. I did think that she would eventually show up. She is probably an integral part to this story as well, but I thought that she would come out, once Rei had some semblance of stability to his life, right? So maybe settle down, start taking care of himself, start progressing in shogi again, and then suddenly Kyoko comes and then turns everything upside down on its head, right? That was the kind of situation I was going for. Really wasn't expecting her to just come out right here. And it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's just weird in a sort of way. There's this underlying tension to it, and it's not like, I seriously can't tell if she's going to like hit Rei or want to like embrace him in a hug or something like that. I mean, I don't think that's something that she would do, but I'm just saying that the dynamic between them, it's just so weird and interesting in a way. And I definitely feel that Kyoko has some sort of weird perverted obsession with Rei, in a certain fashion. We can glean some hints from the dialogue, from the way that she talks about Rei, with Rei. But still, from what we've seen before, she really treats Rei not that well, right? So, what exactly is this dynamic? Then again, there's always this saying that those that fight actually love each other, or something of that sort, right? Some kind of twist on that kind of saying. So I don't know, man. I feel like there's probably a lot more to this than we have been shown so far, and I mean particularly Rei and Kyoko's relationship with each other. So, since she's already out now, I presume that we're going to be seeing more and more of that. Although, first of all, Rei probably has to go over the hurdle of, the message that Kyoko left right at the end there with, and again, you can definitely see that Kyoko is really taking note of Rei's situation. She knows when his match is, who he's going to face, and all that sort, right? If you really, completely didn't want anything to do with him, she would never have known of this stuff, right? And in regards to what she said at the very end there, it's definitely deliberate. It's definitely there to throw Ray off, I feel. But at the same time, it is a sort of nice, I guess, self-reflection for Ray, in a sense. Since I think what it's trying to get at is, what does shogi actually mean to Ray? He's a professional shogi player, and this entire anime is based on the premise of shogi. And yet, Ray doesn't really want to play shogi, even though he's going around and trampling on everyone else, and standing in their way of achieving their dreams, their goals, their ambitions, whatnot, of becoming a professional shogi player, right? He's simply here because he wanted to escape a situation. And I'm wondering if maybe Kyoko actually takes offense to that, and that's why they were never on the best of terms right from the get-go, right? And Kyoko, it seems that she also wanted to be, or at the very least, she wanted to be good at shogi so that she could have a better relationship with her father. And Ray being in the way here, even though he doesn't really want to play shogi all that much, but still, trampling over other people's desires and dreams and whatnot. I think maybe that's where this entire situation lies in. It's like, you don't even know how good you have it, you don't even know the talent you have, and you're simply not acknowledging it and acting like you don't even want to belong here, right? I feel like that's maybe what the anime is trying to go at in terms of this situation, because this is not the first time we see them bring up this stepping over others to get to the top and shattering their dreams and whatnot. We heard some form of this in the very first few episodes, right? So this is definitely something that I feel the anime is trying to drive home here, and I believe it's all related to what shogi actually means to Ray and how he's supposed to maybe change his mindset approaching shogi. Another thing that I thought was kind of interesting here was, the flashback scene where, Ray got got basically punched in the face by Kyoko's boyfriend, right? And that's an interesting scene to me because we could see from the flashback that, Ray was getting riled up, and he was the one, he was also lashing out or shouting at Kyoko's boyfriend, and that's what prompted his boyfriend to hit Ray in the face, right? But see, the thing about this is Ray typically, he doesn't really strike you as the guy who reacts in a very active manner to insults or whatnot, especially to these people who maybe he doesn't even know really well. Like, it's someone close to him sort of like edging him on or something, then of course we'll see him have a reaction. He doesn't strike me as the one who wants to go through this kind of confrontation, right? So that makes me curious, like, what exactly was Kyoko's boyfriend saying? Like, what prompted Ray to sort of step up to the confrontation, right? Is it something to do with Kyoko and he was actually standing up for Kyoko, or is it something to do with potentially his foster father, and that's why he was reacting so so violently to it. So that's also another thing that I want to know as well. And if it was actually Kyoko, then again, this just adds another dynamic to their relationship, right? So really intrigued. But it seems in the next episode we're actually not going to be seeing much of Kyoko. It's more, I guess Ray doing some soul searching with his next opponent, I believe. Which again ties back into what I feel like he's trying to go on this journey to come accept his relation with shogi, right? Like, what does shogi mean to Ray? I said that 3 times already, but hey, it's important, right? So yeah, there we go. That's my review of episode 8. Typically I like to structure my reviews and do a little bit more, theory crafting, predictions and whatnot, but so far I still can't really catch the tempo of this anime. It's definitely very weird in this sense, because I don't really, I really can't put my finger on it. I have no idea where it's trying to go, what it's trying to do, what's the central theme throughout it. I think I mentioned this in the past episodes as well, so there's really, it's really hard for me to actually formulate a cohesive theory or prediction or whatnot. But I guess we'll just do it case by case, episode by episode. So there we go. That was episode 8 of March Comes In Like a Lion. See you guys next week. Bye bye.